Hi Aquarius, thanks for joining me. This will be a general love reading for you guys from the 1st to the 14th of August. It is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Don't worry too much if you don't know what your Moon, Rising or Venus sign is. If you check the description box below the video, all that information's in there for you. Also, please remember that time is fluid, so this could have already happened, could be happening now, or could be happening sometime in the future. And also please remember that these are general love readings. They won't resonate with everyone out there. So take what resonates with you or for you and leave the rest. Doing another reading for you guys because the last one was an hour long and I'm not too sure if anybody is going to be sitting down listening to Mystic Freyja for a whole hour. But there is a message in there and the reading is for somebody and they need to hear it, so I can't deny them. So hopefully this is for the collective. So yeah, change the dates a little. So it's from the 1st to the 14th of August. 1st to the 14th of August. What have we got for Aquarius? Oh, setting healthy boundaries, not only to yourself, but to others that rely on you. Drawing a line in the sand and saying, with that card here, enough is enough. Okay, very definitive energy right off the bat. Okay, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know for Aquarius, please? But we need healthy boundaries in order to move forward, in order to get the best out of ourselves and connections, relationships, however they resonate, or whatever connection they are in our lives. If we don't show healthy boundaries, then of course lines get blurred, people get resentful, people take advantage. And if we don't put boundaries in the way, then we give other people kind of like a free-for-all on how to treat us. And if we don't like how they're treating us, well, we should have set boundaries in the first instance. It's very difficult, very, very difficult, especially with matters of the heart. Sometimes we go, no, you know, it's okay, it's okay. It clearly isn't. And then over time it builds up and you kind of like get a tower moment. Okay, so setting that healthy boundary is for your highest good, although it may go against the grain for you, but you need to do it. Okay, so you are saying to this person, enough is enough. I'm off. Look at that, the Queen of Wands. I'm off. I'm trailblazing. I'm going somewhere else. Wow. Somewhere I'm really passionate about. I want a brand new start. I want to, very determined to move away from whatever situation this is, if it is a situation, but feels like somebody has kept you bound for too long. Queen of Wands moves, very determined, very creative, very sparky, very passionate about the future, trailblazing. Look at her, she's got this wand of determination and he's got this staff, and if you see that, they're kind of like mirroring each other. This is the boundary, I'm not coming back. This is the boundary, come near me and I will poke you with my pointy stick. I'm off in a different direction. Very determined, you've made your mind up now. And if you see, it's echoing this poor cat that's underneath the Queen of Wands chair. Its ears are down. It's like saying, wow, I'm not coming out of here. She's in power mode. Regardless of gender, it's the energy within you. It's that determination to make a change. And look at that. The Three of Pentacles. You've been working really hard on freeing yourself from a situation and to set these healthy boundaries, to get into this Lord energy, which is the Emperor in the normal tarot. So has a plan moving forward and is very determined to execute this plan. Nobody is going to dissuade the Lord from setting these healthy boundaries and saying, that's it, I'm off, I've had enough. You want to go somewhere that's completely brand new, trailblazing. Wow. Very fired up about the future though. Three of Pentacles. So you have been on this internal journey, I feel, emotionally and psychologically, and now saying enough's enough. But the Three of Pentacles also indicates that you have been working really hard on your career and finances in order to get into this gorgeous Lord energy here. Okay, so you are independent. You can be independent. You're at a peak now. You can say to whatever situation, connection this is, even if it's an internal dialogue, come on, let's get going. Let's move in a different direction. You're having that very, wow, so determined today. It's the energy of these cards. Very determined to say, no, enough's enough. I'm moving forward. And look at that. In a very nurturing way, though. Look at that. The Lord and the Lady. Divine union. So you do want to move towards someone, a connection that you do want to nurture, and it's almost like it's your divine counterpart. You want to birth a whole new way of life. Really passionate about the future now. You want to birth a whole new life moving forward, away from whatever situation this is. But your mind's made up now, which is a gorgeous energy of determination and creation, because you are creating a whole different dynamic, not only with yourself, but with setting those healthy boundaries to people moving forward. So you know your self-worth now, which is gorgeous. Loving yourself. Ooh, okay. So, ooh, there is somebody that you want to go towards, and look at that. We've got balance and equilibrium here with a Ferrolet card. So there's a disturbance between you and this person or this connection that you want to go towards, that you're very determined to get towards, that you're determined to birth and put the time and effort in and nurture a connection. Okay. Equilibrium and balance, a Ferrolet card. Cooking up this gorgeous potion of masculine and feminine energies in order to bring about change in your 3D setting, in order to come towards somebody and say, right, okay, I've had a stern word with myself. I want to nurture this connection. I've told someone else, that's it. There's a healthy boundary, a line drawn in the sand. I've had an internal dialogue with myself. I'm freeing myself of a thought process, an emotional response. I'm free to come towards you, Queen of Wands. I'm really determined to tell you that I'm passionate about the future, and I find you attractive, and I want to birth a whole new cycle with you. Ooh, okay. So it does say to me there's some discord between you and the person that you're going towards. Yeah, even more now. Because the dialogue that you want to create with them is steady. It has taken time because you've had to pull your socks up in order to come towards them as independent, as determined, as creative, as kind of like very definitive, determined to get this or to birth this scenario into existence. So the communication, there has been a distance between you. Prince of Pentacles, very responsible, thoughtful communication, tiny in its essence, but it is friendly. Look at that. So it has been a long time coming. You're popping in and saying, hi, how are you doing? How are you doing? It's been a long time since I've spoken to you, because you've had to work on yourself. And look at that, the High Priest here makes incremental changes on a routine basis in order to bring about change in a 3D setting, in order to get the best out of his life moving forward. So making those incremental psychological and emotional changes, but also integrating those into a 3D setting in order to come out the other side, kind of like brand new. So the High Priest, you've been working really, really hard on this situation, on yourself more importantly. And the Four of Swords, picking the right time to come towards somebody, to send this tiny dialogue out. Four of Swords. So waiting under the tree, knows what you need to do, but just picking your time, because you want to make sure that you are almost like healed from a past situation. And with that Lord card there, it's almost like saying that that past person gets it now, whatever situation that is. But if it is a situation that you're leaving, or it has taken time to break free from, you're saying to that person with the Lord card, no, I'm not coming back. I'm moving forward into a different space with somebody that I already know, that I've already had something with. And the Five of Cups, it is the one that got away. You consider this person to be the one that got away. But you want to bring equilibrium and balance into the situation. You want to be able to speak to them again, the Five of Cups. So emotional disappointment and just watching that fish just fly down the river, because it seems that you were stuck in a situation. It's almost like the realization with that distance of what that person actually means to you, or what life's been like without them in it, more importantly. But I don't think you ever got to a space where this was a full-blown relationship. It almost feels like friends, because it's very responsible, this communication that's coming in, very thoughtful, and it is very friendly. So it feels like a friend scenario to me. It could be a choice between two people, but the Three of Swords hasn't presented itself yet. So the Nine of Swords, being in a very low vibrational space mentally and emotionally. Also thinking about this one here, wanting to get back to it, wanting to put the time and effort into the one that got away, the Nine of Swords. It is a nightmare scenario. It's almost like you think this person's gone off the boil. Self-fulfilling prophecies and sleepless nights. You're going to have to get rid of negativity. It will only feed the fear and cloud your judgment going forward. But with that Lord card there, the energy that you're in, you're saying to yourself, enough of stagnation, enough of negativity, enough of doubt. Let's get rid of it. And look at that, the Nine of Pentacles. You are independent of any situation. You are free. You have all the resources moving forward to create a prosperous future. Everything's balanced with you, and this is why you're coming in now and saying, I want to spread that balance with and interact with this person, even though the dialogue is very tiny. So I don't think you're going necessarily backwards towards this one. That one's closing out, but it's also you're going towards something that you have experienced from the past, and that has faltered and dissipated, and it feels like it's been a long time since you actually spoke to this person, but you do find them attractive. Look at that. So it has been a slow moving energy. It has taken time. You want to come in as friendly, but you also want this person to notice you as more than a friend. The Princess of Wands, you want to be able to flirt with them. It's a very flirty energy. Hi, how you doing? Winky face could be however you choose to send that communication out. Verbal or written, or I don't know, social media. But it is a little bit, there's a little bit of a winky face in there to get this person to know that you mean business, that you are interested in them. And yeah, you are expecting resistance. Look at that, the Prince of Swords, gosh. Equilibrium and balance. Look at that, the Fairylet card, using masculine and feminine energies in order to bring about balance. So that communication is the balance here. Yeah, you are expecting, you want to come in with the truth. Hi, how you doing? Because you want to know them, you want to get to know them again. Prince of Swords, suited and booted, expecting resistance from this person. But you do see is the Ten of Pentacles. You do see this, or want this to be the Ten of Pentacles, which is firm foundations. Money's not an object in this connection. It's spending quality time with this person. It's spending your energy with them. And it also says a lot to me about introducing family to this connection here. The Ten of Pentacles. If you have a look, there's children here, so you do see this person as trustworthy and you would like to introduce them to your family. You don't feel weird about that. You think that they are kind of like they've got all the elements within their personality and within them to be able to get along with your family if you have a family. And look at that, they are seeds well planted, but they never got to fruition. But you want to harvest these seeds. You want to put the time and effort in. The Lord card here and the Lady card, birthing this into existence. Okay, because it just never got there. It could have been a choice between two people. Like I said, the Three of Swords isn't here, but whatever it was, words were spoken, emotions were kind of like said and unspoken things between both of you, but then neither of you came back to water it. You certainly didn't, Aquarius, but you are of the mindset of doing that now because the Star card is here. You are in your element. You feel divinely guided towards this person. It's almost like they are a soulmate energy. And no matter how hard you try, you cannot get away from this person. It's almost like they're always in your heart and always on your mind. Wow. Okay. So, what else do we need to know for Aquarius, please? Aquarius. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. So, Serenos energy uses sheer willpower and determination to get the hell away from a situation in order to come towards this person here, in order to spark this communication and get this ball rolling. So, you have been really working hard on yourself to make those changes in order to come towards this person, because I think it takes a great amount of courage and determination from your side to actually go for this. But you are in that gorgeous primordial kind of energy, raw energy of just determination and passion. You're very passionate about this person, even though you're a bit of a doubting Thomas over here. You think that the other person's gone off the boil because time's flowed between you. Okay, so anything else? Anything else? God, energy in here is massive today. Three of Cups, yeah, celebration. But it also indicates me third party. Celebrating with more than one person. Pushing your energy in more than one direction. So I think that this person here, the one that got away, was one of these choices. So you want to move away from that kind of shenanigans now. You want to come in as being determined, as passionate. Oh, yeah, okay. As not indecisive, because when you do think about this person, it does make you feel a little bit off balance. Two of Pentacles. Do I do this? Do I not? Do I do it? Do I not? Well, only you can make that decision, but it looks like you really, really, really want it. With this card here, the Magician, we've got Serenos and we've got the High Priest here. You were using, it's almost like you're using magic to get to this person, but you're using willpower and determination to create the 3D kind of changes. Okay, but you are also using the Magician. You've got everything, all the resources that you need to move forward, to come towards this person. You've got confidence, you've got vavavoom, you've been working really hard on your psychological and emotional responses. You want to come in and say to them now, hi, how are you doing? How are you doing? With this very flirty energy here. I'm here, la da 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 da, you are my soulmate. But you've also been laying the groundwork down, so you've been sending out signs and synchronicities to this person, hoping that they will pick up on your energy because you do consider them to be a soulmate. So they're going to be able to read these signs and synchronicities. It could be your name popping up, it could be a repetition of a place that they associate with you, it could be anything from school, it could be wherever or whatever is associated, tied to you. You're sending all those signs and synchronicities out, saying to this person, don't forget about your soulmate, don't forget about your soulmate, don't forget about your soulmate. So this person's going to be seeing all of these signs and synchronicities and thinking, oh, okay. Coincidence 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God, what's going on now? And it seems like the floodgates has opened wide because they're there all the time now. It feels like they're everywhere. They're surrounding this person. You want them to notice you and think about you. So when you do match each other's high vibrational level, both of you are in sync and both of you can come in. It's kind of like an unwritten, kind of like a doorway, an energetic doorway. So once that person kind of like reciprocates and goes, oh, right, I'm thinking about, you'll feel the energy shift and you can come in. Wow. Okay. So Ace of Wands is sending this communication out. Okay. Just going for it. Just going for it. I'm in the Nine of Pentacles mode. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Even though I think I'm going to get some resistance, I'm just going to send it out anyway. I'm going to send it out. Because I do want an intimate relationship with this person. I do find them inordinately attractive. I want to spend my life with them, the Ten of Pentacles, and coming in as very enthusiastic. You want to show this person that it's not just friends. Your idea of the future isn't just friends, it's a full-blown relationship. You want to get down and dirty in the sheets with this person. You want to explore them. Wow, where that's come from, I don't know. You want to explore every single aspect of their life, and it's not just sex. It's not sex. Sex is sex at the end of the day, okay? You know, sex is whatever you want to call it, whatever you do between the sheets, but sex and love are completely different things. Sex is a kind of like a physical impulse that, you know, there we go, quick fix. But this is not sex. This is love. This is love. And it is heated. It's a very sassy, saucy energy. It is a lot about sex as well. But it's not just sex. It's not just a booty call. This isn't just a booty call. This isn't just a 10-minute fix. So yeah, I'm good now. Yeah, see you later. I'll give you a call in another week. It's not that. This is creating a life with someone and taking your time to get to know them and taking your time to almost explore them again. Because you've never got there. You don't know what their ideas about. I don't know why they keep giving me this. You don't know what their ideas are about intimate relationships. So exploring that side is high on the agenda for you. You're very curious about it for some reason. Wow, don't even know why they gave me all that. But look at that, very creative in how you do spark this communication. You want it to keep going. You want it to get towards this sitting in the same spot and being intimate with each other. You want it to grow. So the communication that you're thinking about sending out is thoughtful, creative, brings about balance and equilibrium. And most of all, there's lots of it, because you want to get to know them. I'm looking at death to old ways. Death to the one that got away. Not as in, I don't want to know you anymore. It's death to not participating, not watering these seeds, not putting in the time and effort. Now I'm very determined to make those incremental changes within my own 3D setting in order to come towards you. And it says a lot about the journey that you have been on, or perhaps still in. And look at that, can't interact, the one that got away. There they are, loving life. And you're looking from afar. It's almost like you've been spying on them. You've been spying on how they're doing, however you do that. But you've been looking at it longingly and thinking, gosh, wish I was there. But you want this wheel to turn in order for this relationship, in order for you to commit to it. Look at that. 4 of Wands, 11 card. You want it to get back to basics almost. You want it to get from a friendship to an intimate relationship. It's like all those stages. You want it to go through those stages. You want to enjoy each stage. Wow. And you do want to commit to this course of action. But more importantly, you do see commitment with this person. And it says a lot about marriage as well. Marriage and family feature highly in this, away from the Ten of Swords, which is just you stabbing yourself in the back previously. And because they got away, it's almost like you think that they stabbed you in the back because they weren't playing your games, which is the 3 of Cups. Third party shenanigans, no thanks. This person withdrew that energy and you felt stabbed in the back by it because there's no talking, there's no dialogue, there's a distance between you. And it is something from the past, 6 of Cups. So you are reminiscing about happier times with this person. However, that connection started in the first instance. It certainly wasn't an intimate one, and I don't even think it got to a full-blown relationship, but nevertheless you're looking back at happier times and saying, I want to reconnect with this person. I do think that they are my soulmate. My heart yearns for them. Why does it do that? Why do I keep thinking about this person? What do they mean to me? And it's almost like you've been trying to seek those answers out, perhaps through Perhaps through other tarot readers, I don't know, perhaps spiritual counselling, because it seems like you've been on a very healing journey. Those healthy boundaries, there's a lot to me about self-worth and about you knowing your self-worth. So you've obviously gone through some kind of spiritual process in order to say, hang on a minute, what I've been doing in the past, it was not me. Was not me. That isn't the true me. I was led by ego. Third party situations, led by ego. So it says to me that you've been on a very inward spiritual journey in order to bring about these changes, because not many people do it. Not many people do it. And look at that, what they're saying. And here he arrives, the hermit. So you have been on this very solitary journey. So I think that you have been having either this sounds so strange and I don't know why they're giving it to me, but it's almost like spiritual counselling. You have been doing your groundwork, you've been doing your homework in order to come out of the other side of this, whatever chapter this was, brand new. So you do understand what this person means to you. And there's a cup of apology, Prince of Cups. Accept my friendly cup of apology for not choosing you. And for causing, it's almost like you've caused havoc, but not havoc for the other person. Perhaps you disappointed the other person, and the other person's been disappointed in how things turned out. But the inner turmoil and the emotional, psychological turmoil that you've caused yourself has been off the scale. Just by doing the things that you did. And you thought you were acting with the best of intentions. It's all to do with healthy boundaries, and if you don't have those in the first instance in any relationship, regardless, family, friends, work, etc., etc., it bleeds into the rest of your life, and you will always feel on the back foot. You'll always feel like people are doing you a disservice, but you allow them to do that. So you need to know your self-worth. So the Lord card is there for a reason. And look at that. Away from the old you, 8 of Cups. No more of that. You have spiritually grown. It's just beautiful. Wow. They're so determined in this room today. What was I saying? You're spiritually grown. It's a rebirth of you. You've been on a really dark journey. You deserve this. You deserve this. Even if you had, like I said, created a little bit of a disturbance. Okay, time heals. People understand. And this period here, whatever had to play out, it's almost like you had to create this very icky scenario with this person that you do consider to be a soulmate. It was there for a reason. It was a process. The universe said, right, okay, each of you, you've got to learn from this. So perhaps you taught the other person lessons as well, and they've learned from the situation that you both created. Wow, that's huge, isn't it? And perhaps that's why you are soulmates. You are here to help each other grow emotionally and psychologically. But the rebirth card here is a rebirth of you, a rebirth of this situation in a whole different way. It's about commitment. It's about you wanting to put the time and effort in. It's about you making a firm decision to honour your happiness and to go towards your soulmate. Wow. Really strict in this room today. What's going on? Oh dear, last week it was just, yeah, look at that, daydreaming. You've gone through every scenario in the book. 7 of Cups, you keep daydreaming about this person. Why do you keep doing that? Because they are a soulmate. And you've got to that stage now where you've recognised this almost connection, this energetic connection that you have between each other. And why it's there. Why is it there? You've gone through all these why ifs, buts. The reason is because you have a part of each other inside you. You are soulmates, and there is no way of getting away from that till the end of days. You will still be soulmates. Beautiful. But the 7 of Cups, so you are doing all of this. This is like uber manifestation. It's like through the roof. So this person here is going to see a heck of a lot of things. They're going to see doppelgangers. They're going to see places you've associated with you, genres of music, perhaps friends that they haven't heard of in a long time will pop up friends from school, say, but they're going to see a heck of a lot of stuff. The universe is pouring all this stuff onto this person, saying to them, look, this person recognizes what this connection means now. They know you are soulmates and they recognize you and they want to tell you, but they're very scared. They're very scared that you will reject them. So here we are, we're the universe. We're going to send you out all this energetic information. You're going to see all of this stuff just to pave the way for Aquarius when they come in. Because we don't want you to resist communication. And we want you to reciprocate. And that's exactly what the universe is doing. Because they see how determined you are to make changes, to be committed, and they are helping you along the way. And it has been an uphill battle. 10 of Wands. It's been a really hard struggle for you to ditch the old way of thinking, to perhaps ditch I say ditch, that sounds really heartless, but that's the words they're giving me, to almost like cut off a relationship. It's been a burden. It's been a burden trying to get back to the one that got away, but it's also been a burden going through all of these energies here. It's going This is Aquarius part 2. It feels like the same reading, but a little bit extra information. On the Justice card here, standing up for your beliefs and decisions. Okay, but more importantly, bringing equilibrium and balance into this situation by cutting a situation out. The Justice card here, legal divorce, legal separation. Legally, with that Lord card there, says to me, you are legally leaving a connection in order to come in as the 9 of Pentacles, in order to rebirth this, because you do not want to make the same mistakes as last time, which is 1 foot in one camp and 1 in another. You want to come towards this person, your soulmate, and say to them, I am determined, I am free, I choose you. Not taken lightly. And the Tower moment for you is the realization that life's a bit crappy without this person, without this one that got away. You keep daydreaming about it. Why? Why do you do that? Because you want to be with them. Because you want to spend time with them. At the very least, you want to be able to speak to them and get to know them. So, yeah, life has been a little bit crummy without them. But, you know, you can always turn things around. And you can. Not many people have the courage to do it because they expect resistance, and there's that inner turmoil there. Don't know what to do with this, don't know whether to go for it or not. They may just reject me. Look, I've never told them exactly how I feel about them. The moon, hidden emotions. You love this person and you intuitively know. This is the weird thing about this reading. You intuitively know this person is for you. Okay, but it's taken time. It's taken time for you to realise that. But you're still fearful. You're still fearful. The fear for you is all ego-led. It's ego-led. Self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. It's nothing. It's not even real. It's not even tangible. How do you know how this person feels? You could probably feel their energy shifts. But you don't know definitively how they feel about you, because neither of you have touched on that subject. You've certainly not told them. Or perhaps you have had a tiny conversation between each other, but release out. The moon's come in and said, enough's enough, Aquarius. You need to move in the direction that you want to go in. Either stay stuck and don't make that decision, be miserable for the rest of your life, or make those changes and lead a happier life. And it's more about you leading a happier life moving forward, being more settled, feeling worthy, because this person here makes you feel worthy, makes you feel loved. Why would you go through all these energetic changes and do all of this work if they didn't make you feel like that? You wouldn't even want to interact with them. If they made you feel crappy, you'd be going, oh no thanks. Thank God I didn't make you a choice. Thank God I didn't choose you. Because it would have been a nightmare. Look at that. Never giving up on this situation. 9 of Wands. Oh, wow. You've got a lot of love and a lot of hope and a lot of determination to get this off the ground, but still doubting in the back of your mind. It is a headache. Seven of Swords. You do expect this person to perhaps have choices, perhaps decide not to reciprocate communication, even though you want to send lots and lots and lots out. But you'll never know until you send it. But you are very determined to move away from this scenario here, to close it off, and to come towards this person in some respect. Now remember, these readings are for advice, okay? So it's however it resonates with you. And we all have free will at the end of the day, so it's up to you what you do with your days, with your energy, and where you want to put it. Okay, 8 of Swords, very stuck energy, just sitting around. King of Wands here, very determined to trailblaze. Look, the same suit, so divine connection. You're saying to this person, I'm really, really passionate about you. I'm passionate about the future, determined to make this work. I want to offer you a very emotionally available situation, my heart. And look at that. I've got all the resources we need to move forward. I say we because you're looking at this as a team effort, not just, you know, you lavishing. Abundance says that boundary. Don't just lavish abundance on the other person and expect them to give you what you need. No, 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 no. All of that's been chucked away, because I think that's what you've done in the past. It's almost like you've lavished people with money, with gifts, not of time and effort, but you've done it in a very overloaded kind of a way. Once you set that precedent of, I give you everything, and then when you can't deliver that, say, you know, a year down the line or whatever, the other person looks at you a bit puzzled and goes, well, why are you withdrawing your energy now? Because you did it in the, you know, you're showing people how to treat you. If you overgive, then people will expect you to be doing that all the time, and people take advantage of people like that. People who are very thoughtful, very kind, very empathetic, very loving. People do take advantage. They can't. Human nature. Some people just can't help themselves. It's horrible. It's a really horrible trait. But there we go. And I'm sure we've felt like we've been taken advantage of before. Okay, so say you pay for a holiday for somebody and it's the whole family and whatever, and then it's expected again. It's just like, what? And if that relationship, if you keep getting breadcrumbed by the other person, you keep pouring your energy into it, but you've poured more than energy. It's like money, finances, whatever, and you're still getting breadcrumbs. It's like, well, you set the precedent. You need to love yourself. Don't expect to, in some ways, like expecting to be loved or to gain the love that you want, more importantly, through material things, through overgiving yourself. Can't do that. You need to love yourself first, know your boundaries, know your self-worth, in order to get, for somebody to match that vibrational level, to say to you, okay, and everything slots into place. When you match each other's frequency, when you meet somebody that's on that same frequency, everything is easy. High vibrational, if you're moving from a high vibrational, say there's a sense of lack of self-esteem because you're overgiving. That's why the Lord card's here. It's setting that healthy boundary to yourself. So say that is the scenario and you had a lack of self-esteem before. If you come in and kind of like find or say start a relationship with somebody that you consider to be you know, a prize, I don't know, a trophy, say, there's a massive sense of lack in there. Sense of lack. One, because you'll be looking at the other person and saying, I'm punching above my weight, I need to pour more of myself in. And the other person is looking at you and saying, okay, there's a massive sense of lack here. I'll try and help them along the way if they're of that way of mind. But you need to be able to say, I'm worthy of this. I'm worthy of this. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of a good relationship. I'm not a bad person. And as soon as you start that internal dialogue, the Lord card here, as soon as you start that internal dialogue and start loving yourself and making those changes to the things that you consider to be detrimental, things start to look a lot better. Things start to get easier. And people start to pick up on the aura, the energy that you give off, which is of confidence, which is of, yes, I like myself. It's a very easy energy. And of course, if you're going to come into somebody that you shared something with in the past, okay, that other person, you don't want to come in as being unconfident, as being feeling awkward, feeling a lack of self-esteem. So you want to get rid of that, and you are, and you will be. You'll be coming at this brand new. You'll be coming at this confident, and also feeding the other person your very confident energy, and their vibrational level will raise. And like I said, it's like a doorway. It opens up, and it's reciprocated. It's a very healthy energy to have. I don't know why they've made me go through all of that dialogue, and if it makes sense. So again, 40 minutes. What is going on? Three of Swords, third party situation. I've got to go through these really quickly now. King of Pentacles, I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. And look at that. I want to offer you a brand new emotionally free, available situation. But I also want to offer you a brand new beginning. I can't do this. Oh, this is so funny. I've just talked myself out of it. See, that's what happens. Aquarius, I just don't know why you get such long readings. I really don't. Because it takes me... Seriously, who is going to want to listen to me for an hour? Whoever I'm connecting with is going through a massive struggle here, and I can't deny them the reading, but at the same time it's kind of like I feel like they've got a key in their back, and I just want to wind it up and say, come on then, let's go. Honestly, I love the readings, but sometimes they frustrate me because it's just like you're stuck again, and this is what you're saying to us. This is what you're saying to whoever. It's not to me. Also, I don't know where these messages are going, and they are quite bizarre, and I just don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Seriously. As a reader, this is the worst thing, right? I even doubted myself. I did Aquarius' reading. I kept thinking, why do they keep getting such a long reading? And you know what? And it's not something I do on a regular basis, but I actually went to some other tarot readers, and I thought, are they getting the same messages? Am I crackers? What is going on here? And I went to 3 different ones, and it was the same message, just in a different format. And I was thinking, oh, I had to validate myself because the readings are so long. How bizarre is that? I'm so sorry for getting frustrated, but it is a tad. I'm not even... This is the real me. You know, yeah. It's unreal. It is unreal. I love reading, but whoever this is for, again, a long read, a little bit more information there, but I almost feel like the channel's just made for Aquarius for some reason. Seriously, and you've got your own tarot reader here. If you're an Aquarius and you're going through these issues, come here. Yeah, it does feel like that, and it feels like, yeah, it's a very, very... I love it, but it almost feels like I am... Do you know, and it feels like that Live and Let Die movie. Bond movie, you know, you've got Solitaire, and she's there, and she's the tarot reader for Katanga, and he wants to know what's going on. And I almost feel, in a weird sense, just like that. I am someone's tarot reader. They keep pushing their energy towards me. I keep connecting with them, and I just can't get out. It's just so bizarre. I can't get out the cycle. I've done cord kitten ceremonies. I've done everything. I sage. I do absolutely everything I can to not to get rid of energies, but just to clear the space of stagnant energies and things that attach to me. I just can't shake it. So what does that say to me? Do I know any Aquariuses? Well, I know, yeah, I do. I do know some Aquariuses. And some of them I don't even speak to anymore. So I have no communication with. So perhaps this is somebody that's trying to get a message through to me to give to someone. I have no idea. So strange. Anyway, regardless of that, third party scenario, I don't know why I've given you all that. I'm just trying to explain why they give you so many cards. Like, these are not even the readings aren't of my own volition. Okay, I came to this to tarot read with no expectations. I can tarot read, but I use my guides and my spirits. I'm just open and receptive. I use my empathetic abilities to connect with energies out there. Okay, I feel things on a completely different level. So if you're going through any energetic shifts, I'll be able to feel it, especially if you're friends, if you've got some kind of attachment, even people I don't know. If you have a strong emotional response to something, i.e. euphoria, if you feel euphoric, drunk, I don't know, sometimes I can pick up on it and manifest it physically. So strange. Also, if you're feeling a huge amount of despair, I will pick up on that as well. Shifts in energy, I pick up on just, yeah, it's bizarre. I'd love to do it for a living, but you have to be so careful being an empath, because you take on other people's emotions. And if you're not careful, then you can mix those or own other people's emotions. Like, say, I could be inwardly centered, I could feel fine, but then feel a tremendous amount of anxiety and thinking, where is that anxiety coming from? Because it almost feels like it's outside of me. Weird. It really is weird. And then I'll think, okay, I'm feeling really, and then I get an inward anxiety, and then I'm thinking, I'm actually picking up on somebody else out there, but the emotional response from them is so strong. I'm actually picking up, my little antenna's gone up and it's picked up on all of that information, and it's trying to make sense of it. So sometimes I do reach out randomly to people and say, in a really weird way, people think I'm bonkers, I know, but hi, how you doing? Are you feeling okay? And people will go, yeah, why? I don't know, but I felt like I needed to reach out to you because I feel a little bit anxious. And are you feeling anxious? If people are not telling me the truth, I'll also see through that as well. I'll probably say, yeah, I'm fine, because they don't want to talk about it, which is understandable. They don't want to face it, or, time's not right to talk about such things. And I'll go away and I'll think, it still hasn't gone. So no, you're still feeling a bit weird. You're still feeling a little bit anxious. And it's trying to break those barriers down and say, look, I'm not strange. Okay, I am a little bit strange. I feel things on a complete different level. I'm here to help. I'm not here to do you down. And if I can help in any way, shape or form, then I will. It's just trying to let people know that I'm not here as some kind of bonkers lady that, why am I telling you all this? I'm just here to help. That's it. I'm an empath, and that's my purpose in life, is to help humanity. Weird, isn't it? When you think about it, how weird is that? I'm here to help people, even if they don't want help. I still feel compelled to help them. Even if they're shitty to me, I will still feel the compulsion to help them. And that's what an empath is. Sometimes it's a bit silly, and we too have to do the Lord card thing, which is setting healthy boundaries. Anyway, I can't do the rest of your reading, so I'm not going to do how the other person feels about you, because it's just a repetition of the other day. So I was hoping it would be condensed, but it's not. It's not condensed at all. It's just, again. So I'm going to sign it off.